Hey guys, welcome back to the Blade Bloodhound. Tonight, we're going to talk about a Maker out of Matador, Texas knife. And I have a little interesting story with this one, but we'll talk about it in 2 seconds. All right, we are back. Let's talk about this knife here. Now, this is a smooth bone knife. It is a Maker Matador, Texas. We're going to flip it over here. You can tell that bone is very pretty. I got this one at a knife sale I was at. And I was trying to think if I wanted to, well, I mean, not that I had anything, but there's a kind of a funny story with it. So, let's take a look at it. So on the tang stamp here, you can see it says, zoom in here, Maker Matador, Texas. And it is a carbon steel knife. You can tell little patinas, or patina, I don't know why I say patina, but a little patina is getting on there. And that's just from handling. It's a carbon steel, which are easy to sharpen. And this is a liner lock. Let's get this light going here better. We'll move y'all this way a little. So if you look here, there's a liner lock there. And when you open the knife, see how that bar goes across the blade? So what that does is it locks it in place. And then to release it, you just press down this bar. It's got a good half stop to it. Good snap. A lot of people like single blade knives. I do. They're, it's thin, got a low profile. Fits good in your pocket. It's got really pretty fit and finish there. Now I've noticed on this one, you notice that this doesn't have any brass bolsters. They did steel bolsters there, stainless steel, I'm pretty sure. Huh, interesting. All right, well, the model on this knife is a 5160 LLB, which I'm guessing stands for liner lock blade. It's made in the good old USA. It's a good size knife. It's about the size of a trapper, but, well, no, it's a little smaller than a trapper. But I like the shape of that blade. It's very sharp. Again, these are carbon steel, so they take an edge a lot easier than a stainless steel knife. It's got a great half stop. And then when you close it, good snap. Now, the thing that's interesting about this knife, I figure what the heck, I'm gonna tell you anyway. So this knife says made in the USA, which is a true statement. It also says, it doesn't say it's made in Matador, Texas. It just says Maker is from Matador, Texas. So I guess in a way they're not lying. Let me see if I can see what it says here. And that just says Matador, Texas. So, technically, it's legit. On the back, the blade, it said made in the USA. But these knives are actually made. Well, Maker has a few people make them. They had Queen make knives for them at one time. That's not a secret. And these were actually made in Jacksonville, Alabama. And you can always look that up and see who makes it. But I picked this one up at a sale one time. And a lot of times they'll mark out, Maker, or they'll mark out the tang. I guess they realize that, if people are going to buy them, they're buying it for this name. Maker knives are very well made. A lot of people think a lot of them. There's places okay, so for example, how Case is here in Georgia. If you go to Texas, that's how Maker is. If you're in Texas, they're like, oh, you got to have a Maker knife. I guess if you're in Switzerland, they say you got to have a Swiss Army knife. But a Maker knife is kind of like what Case XX is to us guys in Georgia. We think it's the only brand. Now me, I like all knives, so Now, I do love case, I won't lie. I mean, that is one of my faves, but I like a variety. But I thought this was a cool one to add to my collection. I didn't really have a liner lock that was a single blade like this other than an old timer. And, you know, like everybody else, everybody wants the good knives. So it said more Maker, so I had to grab it. If you have any questions, hit me up. As you can tell on this bone, I think this is a natural bone. I know it's smooth bone. I think it's pretty much natural too. You see how it's kind of a white, it's got kind of a tan. But I mean, I think that's natural with bones. Anyhow, another cool knife. If you have a chance to get a more Maker and it's a good deal, I definitely recommend you getting one. I like that they have carbon steel. I don't even know if more Maker makes a stainless steel. I mean, they may, but most of them I've seen have always been carbon. Anyway, guys, have a great time. We will talk to y'all later, and like, subscribe, tell your friends.